Have you ever wondered who might be sitting on a massive stash of Pi coins? Pi coins have been gaining attention in the cryptocurrency community, and with that comes the concept of hoarding. Hoarding in the crypto space refers to the practice of holding onto a large amount of a particular coin, often with the expectation that its value will increase over time. This can be a risky strategy, but it's also a common one, especially when it comes to newer coins like Pi. Pi coins are still a relatively new player in the crypto market, and as such, there's a lot of speculation about their potential value. Some people are holding on to their Pi coins, hoping that they'll be worth more in the future, while others are trading them or using them to make purchases. The decision to hoard or not to hoard is a personal one, and it depends on a variety of factors, including your financial goals and risk tolerance. The crypto community is full of stories about people who have made a fortune by holding onto the right coin at the right time. These stories can be inspiring, but they can also be misleading, as they often leave out the risks involved. Hoarding Pi coins is not a guaranteed way to make money, and it's essential to approach this strategy with caution. The concept of hoarding is not unique to Pi coins, but it's particularly relevant in this case, given the coin's relatively new status and the hype surrounding it. As the community continues to grow and evolve, it will be interesting to see how the practice of hoarding Pi coins changes and adapts. So, Pi Network, the platform behind Pi coins, was launched with the goal of making cryptocurrency more accessible to a wider audience. The network's launch was highly anticipated, and honestly, it has been gaining traction ever since. Pi coins are significant in the crypto ecosystem because they represent a new approach to cryptocurrency, one that really focuses on simplicity and ease of use. The launch of Pi Network marked an important milestone in the development of the crypto space, as it brought attention to the need for more user-friendly platforms. Pi coins have been well received by the community, and they continue to be a topic of interest and discussion. The significance of Pi coins lies in their potential to bring new people into the crypto space, and to make cryptocurrency more mainstream. Pi Network's focus on accessibility has helped to set it apart from other platforms, and it has attracted a dedicated community of users. The network's success is a testament to the power of innovation in the crypto space, and it has paved the way for other platforms to follow in its footsteps. Pi coins are an exciting development in the world of cryptocurrency, and they have the potential to make a significant impact. The growth of Pi Network has been steady, with more and more people joining the platform every day. This growth is a sign of the platform's potential, and it suggests that Pi coins may be worth holding onto. The community surrounding Pi Network is active and engaged, and it's driving the development of the platform forward. There are several reasons why people might be hoarding Pi coins, including the expectation that their value will increase over time. Some people may be holding on to their coins because they believe in the potential of the Pi Network platform, while others may be simply speculating on the coin's value. The motivations behind hoarding Pi coins are varied, and they depend on a range of factors, including the individual's financial goals and risk tolerance. Holding on to Pi coins can be a way to support the platform and the community, as it helps to maintain a strong and stable network. This, in turn, can increase the coin's value and make it more attractive to new users. The act of hoarding Pi coins can have both positive and negative effects on the network, depending on how it's done and why. The potential motivations behind hoarding Pi coins are, honestly, pretty complex and multifaceted. Some folks might be driven by a desire to make a profit, while others could be motivated by a sense of community and just want to support the platform. The reasons for hoarding Pi coins aren't always clear-cut, and, well, they can really vary a lot from person to person. Hoarding Pi coins can have some significant impacts on the network's future, since it can actually affect the coin's value and the platform's overall stability. If too many people are just holding on to their coins, that can limit the supply and drive up the price, which might make it tougher for new users to join the platform. But on the other hand, if people are actively using and trading their coins, it can help create a more vibrant and dynamic community. The impact of hoarding Pi coins on the network's future is, really a topic of ongoing debate. Some people argue that it's essential to hold on to coins to support the platform, while others believe it's more important to use and trade them. The truth probably lies somewhere in between, and honestly, it's up to each individual to decide what's best for their own financial situation. Holding on to Pi coins can be a way to hedge against inflation or market volatility, as it provides a store of value that's not tied to traditional currencies. This can be especially attractive in times of economic uncertainty, when people are looking for safe havens for their money. The decision to hoard Pi coins should be based on a careful consideration of the potential risks and rewards. The potential risks of hoarding Pi coins include the possibility that the coin's value could drop, leaving the holder with a significant loss. There's also the risk that the platform could be hacked or compromised, resulting in the theft of coins. These risks are real, and they should be carefully considered before making any decisions about hoarding Pi coins. Data suggests that a significant portion of Pi coins are being held by a small group of users, which could potentially limit the coin's liquidity and make it more difficult to buy or sell. This concentration of ownership can also make the platform more vulnerable to manipulation, as a small group of users could potentially control the market. People from all over the world are holding on to Pi coins, from seasoned investors to casual users. The profiles of those involved in hoarding Pi coins are really diverse, and they reflect the complexity and nuance of the crypto space. Some folks are holding on to their coins because they believe in the platform's potential, while others are simply speculating on the coin's value. The amount of Pi coins being hoarded is, significant, with some estimates suggesting that up to 70% of the total supply is being held by a small group of users. This level of concentration can have pretty significant implications for the platform's future, as it can limit the coin's liquidity and make it more difficult for new users to join. Examples of successful hoarding strategies can be found throughout the crypto space, from Bitcoin to Ethereum. These examples really demonstrate the potential benefits of holding on to coins, but they also highlight the risks involved. Hoarding Pi coins is not a guaranteed way to make money, and it's essential to approach this strategy with a good deal of caution. So, some people argue that holding on to Pi coins is the best way to support the platform, while others believe that it's more important to use and trade them. The debate around hoarding Pi coins is ongoing, and honestly, it reflects the complexity and nuance of the crypto space. Ultimately, the decision to hoard or not to hoard depends on a range of factors, including the individual's financial goals and risk tolerance. On the other hand, some people believe that hoarding Pi coins is a bad idea, as it can limit the coin's liquidity and make it more difficult for new users to join the platform. This perspective argues that it's more important to use and trade Pi coins, as this helps to create a more vibrant and dynamic community. The counter-arguments against hoarding Pi coins are valid, and they should be carefully considered. The risks involved in holding on to Pi coins are real, and they should not be ignored. The potential for the coin's value to drop or for the platform to be hacked or compromised is always present, and it's essential to approach this strategy with caution. The decision to hoard Pi coins should be based on a careful consideration of the potential risks and rewards. One potential counter-argument is that hoarding Pi coins is not the best way to support the platform, since it can actually limit the coin's liquidity and make it more difficult for new users to join. This perspective argues that it's more important to use and trade Pi coins because doing so helps to create a more vibrant and dynamic community. This counter-argument is definitely valid, and honestly, it should be carefully considered. So, in conclusion, the issue of hoarding Pi coins is, pretty complex and multifaceted. While there are definitely some potential benefits to holding onto your coins, there are also some significant risks involved. The decision to hoard or not really depends on a range of factors, including your own financial goals and, of course, your risk tolerance. It's absolutely essential to approach this strategy with caution and to carefully consider all the potential risks and rewards. The implications of hoarding Pi coins for the cryptocurrency community are, honestly, pretty significant, and they really reflect the complexity and nuance of the whole crypto space. As the community keeps growing and evolving, it'll be interesting to see how the practice of hoarding Pi coins changes and adapts over time. The future of Pi coins is uncertain, but one thing is clear: the decision to hoard or not to hoard will have a big impact on the platform's future. The practice of hoarding Pi coins raises some important questions about the nature of cryptocurrency and, the role of hoarding in the crypto space. As the community continues to debate this issue, it's super important to approach the topic with caution and to carefully consider both the potential risks and the rewards. The future of Pi coins is uncertain, but by working together, we can really create a more vibrant and dynamic community. In the end, the decision to hoard Pi coins is a personal one, and it really depends on your plan for personal financial growth. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more of my videos on cryptocurrency.